Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this new class, people. Today, we will have the
Good evening.
exam, the interview. Good evening, Mister. We will have the interview today. So that means that actually we are not going to have classes. And tomorrow we will have the exam, guys. And that will be it. So tomorrow will be the last day of classes. And then we finish. We will have to wait and see what will be our future, right? And see how are we going to continue with this one. Besides this, I'm really glad to see some of your essays. They were really good, actually. And good. That's very good. You can try to still doing that, guys. That is going to help you a lot. And try to get more information, try to practice. That is going to help you a lot. Okay, so people, let's see. Let's go now. And we will start with the exam. Actually, right away, we will start with the evaluation. People, give me just a second. Let me just prepare something here. Give me one moment, please. People talking about attendance, they sent you that one already. So you can see the attendance over there. What we need to do is this. Remember that there are only 8% more points available. Okay, so these days it's just to be 8%. And that's it. Ya les envié a varios ahí el correo que ya pueden postear sus respuestas. Creo que hay algunas dos personitas que me faltan ahí. I will try to do it now, okay? So, people, let's go right now with the presentations. And we are going to start right now. So let's begin today. Who wants to be the first one? Volunteer. Somebody here. Interview. That's what we will have, right? Nobody?
I want
Let's
to
see.
do it. Let's
Sandra,
do it.
thank
Oh
you
my God.
so.
Yes.
Yeah, al mal paso darle prisa. So, nah, come on, that's not that bad, you know. Anyways, good. Thank you so much, lady. Let's begin. Give me a second, please. And Sandra, I have a question for you. Tell me, what did you do in your last vacation?
Okay. My last vacation, and remember it was on August, the vacations from August. I went to the beach. I went with my family. We spent like 4 days and 3 nights in a nice place. It was a good house in the beach. Um, I remember that we was playing like games, like table games, uh, like checkers and everything, and it was so fun. And also we had fun like playing volleyball in the sun, uh, which is good too. It was good too. Um, and everything was nice, happy. We spent together as a family, so we can get like better relationship each other's, right? So it was really, really good experience. And well, that's about it.
Okay. Tell me one happy memory that you have from your university years.
Well, my university, well, I studied for 3 years only. I didn't finish my university, but I remember when with my close group of partners, after classes, we went to the um, cafeteria and we spent like 2 hours after classes just talk about our life, our future, or having fun of doing like jokes and talk about the teachers and everything. It was really nice.
Okay, good, excellent. A question for you. Tell me why a company should hire you. Why should somebody hire you?
Because first of all, well, I have well, it's really hard to talk about myself, but I'm a person who likes to work as a team, and I learn the steps or the process of the any company really fast. And also I can work with pressure, like a pressure. And let me see, well, I have all my well, how do you say, I would like to do my best, and the place uh, which I was work. So uh, that's why probably that I have a patient too. So I'm considering that I'm a that I am a nice person, and I can, well, I can be a nice worker for that company.
Okay, good, excellent. Let me see. Tell me, what are your weaknesses?
My weaknesses, well, first, finish my my course with a nice point. And also I would like to uh, get the best opportunity for my daughters. That's why I'm doing everything that I can. And I would like to travel also and buy a new house.
Okay, thank you so much. We finish with this one. That's it. Later on, you will see the score and the things that we need to improve on this one, okay? Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Okay.
Next one, who wants to be the next person, guys?
Me, teacher, I will try. Good evening.
Marvin, good. Give me 1 second. Okay, Mister, tell me. Tell me in 45 seconds. Tell me in 45 seconds, what's the best way to learn English? Let's begin.
Okay, well, I think, for example, it's necessary to combine different actions. For example, the first one is necessary to listen and, for example, listen to music, and you can see videos in English, right? It's necessary to write different words for improve the vocabulary, or get more vocabulary. It's necessary combine different action. And sometimes, for example, in my case, for improve my English, I try to listen lyric music. In right now, for example, I find an app. The name is Spotify. In this app, you can see and read the some music, for example, lyric. In this case, you can repeat all the words, talk about in different songs.
Thank you
For
so
example.
much. Good. Let's see. Tell me what, well, how, can you tell me how has been your learning process? Can you describe it in some few words? How has it been? What things have you done? What things have you learned since you started learning?
Okay. For example, in my case, I will try to find different information about the course in this course, in English course. For example, I think finish the course, and the next year, I don't know. For example, I have a problem with the course. In my specific case, have a I don't know. It was necessary get other job. In this case, is a real problem for me. For example, there is a specific problem with the receipt or bill. ESS in El Salvador. In my job right now don't have don't have or don't pay a bill. In this case, it's impossible to continue in this course, I think.
Okay. Let me see. Let's talk about something different. Tell me tell us a mistake that you made in your job.
Mistake. For example, I remember when I forgot send the information that is important in my job. I forgot send a specific information or one client. In this case, my boss told me that it's necessary to visit in person in other city, it was necessary to try to send the information, and in this case was necessary explain the client what is the problem, because I don't send the information in a specific day.
Okay. Good. That's it. Eh, that's it, mister. Later on, you will see the comments and the score. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Next one. Who wants to be the next person, guys?
I would like to be the next one.
Thank you, mister. Let's see. Just give me one moment.
Okay.
Okay. Mario, tell me. What's your job position?
My job position is I'm working on agent representative on the customer service.
In 1
Honestly,
minute,
Hmm?
in 1 minute, tell me, what does customer service mean?
Oh, well, this is a great question. Usually the people thought the customer service is only assistant to the anyway or anybody, but in that case, the customer service is trying to find the needs for every member, because they have a lot of inconvenience. For example, they contact us regarding because he need a refund, he need a transportation, or he need to cancel. So, but anyways, in that case, we need to use the correctly tools and try to assist them, and then it's required to follow up the case. Most of the time, the people probably need a little extra mile, because sometimes the people would like to feel so important. The customer like to feel that this is the main star of the company, and this is the main purposes on the customer service. The customer feel that there is a very important person.
Okay. Could you describe your job duties? What are they?
Yes, of course. It's not complicated. Well, usually my work is I need to book rides. For example, the people live on Rhode Island and Minnesota, and they schedule transportation depend on the level of assistance. For example, a couple of them need only a wheelchair assistant. Only they use a walker. They use a walker. Normally, this one is a common carrier. Depend on the cases, I accommodate the ride for depend on the day that they need. It's the same play for the time, and usually they prefer for a specific transportation partner. For me, I need to figure out for their availability, and they are able to do that. Most of the cases, a couple of transportation partners, they don't have this time to get this member, and my responsibility is try to find another transportation and try to accommodate any transportation, because most of the cases another transportation partner cancel this one, and I need to figure out, because probably the member they have a very important appointment, and is required to go there, and our responsibility is to find the correct transportation on time.
Sorry. Okay, great. Let's see. Let me ask you.
Okay.
The question that I have for you is, can you walk me through your resume?
Excuse me, what is your question?
Yeah, can you walk me through your resume? How would you describe your resume?
Your reason. Oh, well, the first one I am at 20, I'm 20, I'm 28 years old. Actually, I get the score for marketing international on the El Salvador University, and I have a 1 year of experience working on a customer center industry, like an agent on the customer service. I have a couple of skills. For example, I get the English speaking. Right now, I consider that I have the level for B1 or B2, but right now I don't have the certification to do that. This is the main reason that I started on it, and I joined it for the INSA for courses. Also, I can consider for honesty, trustly, and a commitment person. And that case, probably I don't have enough experience because only I have a 1 year, but I learned a couple of things about the customer service and how you can handle for angry customer or angry members and find the best solution for them.
Okay. Good. That's it. Thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome, teacher.
Let's see. Just give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Who wants to be the next one?
Me, teacher.
Let me try, teacher.
Okay, then first Rosie and then Hector.
And then
Okay,
Laura.
then Laura.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Let's see. Rosie, tell me, what are your skills?
Good evening. My skills, I think I am a dynamic person. I like to work in teams. Other thing is I am in my job. I am very talkative, and I like to help to others too. And in my activities, I really like to check all the things that I did and I don't, because I make sure the things are okay. And other thing is I like to cooperate with others and learn new things.
Okay. Let's see. You said that you're a talkative person. So, let me ask you, have you ever had a problem because, I don't know, because you talk too much?
In my job, no, because the activities that I do in that is about that. I have to talk about process, about helps to others, to cooperate with others, and in that case, I didn't have any problem before. Only if I waste the time with other person it's not my job, but I didn't have that problem in that case.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. Let's see. Let me ask you, how would you say to your boss that he is not right about one decision?
I have to did that couple of months ago because I have some situation, and when I think that when I think that some kind of situation are not fair, I talk about that because I don't like to other person did to me this kind of thing, and I confront. I show my thought, my disagree too, with respect most of the time because you. I think we have in our job we need to be listen in positive in negative too, things too. And I had to talk about some situation that I have and put my problem and some solution. Uh, but at the end, the things was wrong with me for me. But what was bad for me? But one of the thing I like is show my disagree, my conformings, and if I have to talk, I talk about that.
Okay, good. Let's see. What is one thing that you consider that is the most important to have in a relationship between an employee and an employer?
Firstly, respect. One of the things important is the respect each other. Other thing is treat the employees and bosses with justice and equality, because sometimes in jobs some workers are uh, has a lot of tasks than others, and this kind of thing makes disagreement, angry. Um, People sometimes don't like works because they think it's not fair for them to work a lot and others are lazy sometimes. Uh, Other thing is a great place of work with ergonomics places, equipment, the right equipment too, the right tools, and environment in peace, maybe, because sometimes uh, there are environments stressful and makes the some workers don't work right.
Thank you so much. That's it. That's all for today. Later on, you will receive the comments on what you need to work. Okay?
Okay,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much, lady. Hector, let's begin with you.
Okay, teacher, tell me.
Tell me something that you used to do in the past, but you don't do it nowadays.
Well, let me tell you something that I'm not happy with that, but I used to drink alcohol when I was a young, but nowadays I don't do it anymore because obviously nowadays I have my responsibilities, talking about my child and my family too. So I'm good with that part of my life at the moment.
Okay, good, excellent. Let me see. How about let me ask you, can you tell us a little bit about how was your life 10 years ago?
Well, first of all, my little daughter doesn't exist, right? So let me see. 10 years ago, I was working for I was working at the big company as in the inventory department. I was in charge to be monitoring all the hardware in order to check it out if we have additional right or something that we don't have to provide the properly service to our customers. In addition, I was living with my mom, with my youngest brother. I was studying English because this part of my life has been take a lot of time. So, and I was trying to study also in the university, trying to get a bachelor, but that is another part of my life that was stopped, and was something that in the previous conversation that we got in the classes, I told you that it is one of the things that gonna start once again this coming January. So my life 10 years ago was not good as now. So I'm really happy how I'm living at the moment.
Okay. Tell me, what type of work environment do you prefer?
Wow. Obviously, I think a lot of people could say that the best work environment should be the one where you doesn't have any kind of a stressful environment, right, or something difficult to deal with that. But that is the perfect right idea, but it's not the reality. So every day we have to deal with stressful environment due to multiple things like the coworkers are doing bad process, or maybe someone is not coming to work for medical leave, for example, or for some problem with the apps, with the system, etc. So the perfect work environment for me should be the one where I could find the solutions right to all the problems that my daily routine could put in front of me. So that is my perfect work environment.
Thank you so much. That's it, mister. We finish with the presentation now. Later on, you will receive what are the areas that we need to work. And that's basically it. Thank you. Laura, I continue with you.
Okay, teacher.
Laura, could you describe what's your job position about?
I work as an auditor, process auditor. and the department which I work with is recruitment and selection department in a contact center. So basically, I evaluate all the process, starting with the information that you see on social media. For example, if you see advice that you click on it and the page asks for your contact number and the account with your interest and interested. And after that, I also evaluate how is the first contact that the recruitment specialist have with the candidate. How, what are the tools that they use it to contact you, if it's through WhatsApp or email or telephone. And after that, I also evaluate all the time that you take when you took the evaluations. For example, we have a special tool where you can where you are able to evaluate your English level, how many time you spend on the tool, and how the recruitment specialist is sure that you is the person that you are completing the evaluations, and all the documentation, the legal documentation that you send us when you approve the process. For example, the background check that we do for people that live in the United States. And if you only lived in El Salvador, the antecedentes that you have to present to the institution. And my evaluation ends when the candidate is contracted, and you start your day one in training. So basically, I audit all the process since the candidate sees any link or pop-up in Google or YouTube or Facebook where you can just click on and apply to teleperformance positions.
Okay, good, excellent. Let's see. Have another question for you. Tell me, what is the most stressing part of your job?
Is when the people have deadlines that I set up for them. For example, at the end of the month, they have to reunite all the metrics that they have to send me, because the department recruitment and selection also have KPIs or indicators, and they have to send me information, for example, at the end of the month of December 30, I'm sorry. And sometimes I have to take more time to send my information to the global institute that is the entity which I report the results, and I have to take more time because they didn't send me the information on time. So the last week of the month is like I have to run only that.
Okay.
Because I really enjoy my job. I really like it.
Okay, that's the most important thing. So, what motivates you? To have that mind that you like your job. A lot of people, they don't like it. So what is something that motivates you?
Learning from other people because in my position, I had the opportunity to work with managers and directors, and I know that they are very intelligent people, and something that motivates me is that by working with them, I know that I can learn a lot of things, and that is something that inspires me to keep learning and continue to uh, with my professional path, learning from the best people that I know is something
Excellent.
that motivates me.
Thank you so much, lady. Good job. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you, Laura. People, remember to activate your camera when you have your opportunity. Jaime, you continue, then Betty, and at the end, Jesus. Then we continue with other persons, people in here. So let's see. Jaime, let's begin with you. And give me just a second, please.
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me? Very well.
Yeah, I hear you. Just give me
Okay,
a second, mister.
No,
Let's
no, no,
see.
I just broke my headset just because I stopped.
Okay.
If I can, the last I can pass for the oral exam, please.
Okay, you can be after Jesus.
Okay, thank you.
Jaime, tell me. The question that I have for you is, do you consider yourself a successful person?
Well, great question. I think that is yes, because
Why?
I have a great family. Um, I am married, and I have 2 children, and I love a lot, and they to me too. And additionally, in my work, for example, I have I worked for 18 years in the same company, and in all the time I have a lot of promotion. Currently, I have I work a chief, and I hope that continue my progress. But for that reason, I think that is I have a person um exit person.
Okay.
Successful person, sorry.
Good. Let's see. Tell me, how about, you said you have your family. Could you describe your family? Who are the members, the family members that you have with you? Can you tell me some characteristics about them?
Yes. First, my wife. She is excellent person. She worked a lot. And she is spending for for us children. She likes cooking. She working in a family business related to the meal prepare, and she love this work. My daughter is the first. Her name is Allison. he is in 15 years old. She's very extroverted person. And my son is his name is Jaime Alejandro. He is in 13 years old. And they are a great children. They work, they help in the house, and work when and they spend time.
Okay. Good. Excellent. Let me ask you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years. Well, the first, I hope that have healthy, in my work. I hope that probably work as a manager is my goal at the moment. Improve my English is the other thing that I hope in 5 years. And probably in that time, my daughter, she will study at university, and I want to help a lot to she obtain that goals too.
Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you so much, Mr. We finished with the evaluation. Later, you will see the score and the areas to improve, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I continue, guys, and Betty, help me out, please. Okay, lady.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Betty. Just give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Do you have brothers or sisters?
Yes, teacher. Actually, I have 4, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Okay. Are you the youngest?
No, I'm the oldest.
You are
Yes.
the oldest. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. That helps me a lot for this question. How do you compare versus your youngest sibling?
Well, I have to tell the truth, and my youngest sister had 14 years old. So we are very different. I think that I have a happy childhood. Actually, I can tell that my father doesn't love me or something like that. But in that moment, and maybe because he was very young, he tried to give us a very good life and a very good college and a great house and nannies and everything. And he was very economic figure at the house. So he doesn't have so many time to us. And I think that that's the reason, in my case, I can talk for me, of course, that I feel that I am an adult very independent, that I am brave, and I try always to keep caring for my two brothers that live with me, actually. And well, my dad and mom get divorced, and he had another family. And maybe the first child, the first girl, maybe I don't get to know it. I don't know. We don't have a lot in common, and we are very different. And I think that she had another kind of education. And with my little sister, she's, I don't know, maybe because I'm mom today, I can tell that she never want to help. She don't wash nothing, and my dad is always there for her. And I don't know if maybe I have some daddy's issues or something like that, but or I can tell that I am jealous. I just think that she had to be more maybe she could be a better woman if she had today more responsibilities.
Great. Excellent. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's see. The question that I have for you now is this. How do you manage your work?
My personal work, I think that I am someone that I love to learn. I like to be surrounded by people that know more than me, because that helps me to grow as a professional and let me show to my team what they can get or where they can go in the business. I don't think that I have an easy career, because I started a long time ago in the business, and I have a lot of issues to grow up, because there's, I don't know, difficult teamwork before. And actually, when the business make a lot of changes, we start to grown up to study. They give us the opportunity to get courses, to get English, to have classes, to get more time to learn. And I am very specific. I'm very, I don't know the word exactly, but I like things in order. I like that people can be ordered and they have to get to their maximum goal so they can get more money. So I think that maybe sometimes I'm very strong with the people. I'm always telling them what you have to do better, how you can grow up, or how can you do better your job, what you can do on your phones and your phone calls. And I like to be there and there. I don't know. And maybe sometimes some kind of people are grateful because of that, but some of them get annoying because of that. And I'm always saying to them, I'm doing this because I want you to get better in your job, to win more money, you can apply to other accounts with us. And the people today is very difficult. And I think that maybe actually today I was talking about, and I was saying I have to be more relaxed in the work, because we are in December and we have a lot of work to do, but people have to be with a smile, a good attitude, and make your job well. So I decided to tell them, you have to do your best, and I'm going to talk with you again after 15 of this month, and we're going to see how your numbers go, and we're going to manage different if you haven't get to your goals. But well, in my case, That's what I can tell, teacher.
Thank you so much. Excellent. That's it. We finish with the evaluation. Later on, you will see what are the areas to improve, okay?
Thanks, teacher.
Thank you so much. I continue now with Jesus. Let's go, Jesus. Thank you with the for the camera. And let's begin the question. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, please?
Okay, good evening all. I am Jesus Orlando Perez Hernandez, and I am 35 years old, and I am a quality control inspector, and I like to spend my time with my nephews and nieces. I like to watch anime with them, and in my days off, I watch the anime in my house with my nephews, or sometimes I go out from my house and I get them to from their home, and we go to a restaurant that is located on San Salvador, and there is a Changlong in the ceiling of the restaurant, and they put the anime that you want to watch. And sometimes when I need to repair my car, I do by myself. And for English, sometimes I like to listen to music, and that's all.
Okay. Good. So, can you describe your job position? What do you do in your job?
Okay. In my job, I began as a structure technician. It was on it was in 2010 as a structure technician, and I was working in the aircraft structure for 4 years. And after that, I changed my position to quality control inspector because I got the FAA license. That license gave me the opportunity to grow up in the company. And in my currently position, I have to inspect and verify a lot of type of works, and it's very difficult sometimes because the aircraft is very huge, and the systems, the structure, and the avionics, and a lot of work. And every day I have learned a lot. And sometimes the mechanics are professional, are with experience, but sometimes there are some new mechanics, and you have to be aware. And in my case, 3 years passed in my position, and I changed again to the quality control leader inspector. And it was difficult for me because at first I have to give my work, only my work, to my bosses or for the customers. But now as a leader inspector, you have to give the work that your colleagues perform too, because the leader inspector have to make decisions for the aircraft to be dispatched, and it's difficult in that occasions because you have to get the enough knowledge to give the aircraft to be released. And then in 2020, I changed my position to quality control chief, and it's more responsibility because now you have to decide with more experience, and there are more contacts with the customers, and you have to do some meetings, and you have to give to the customers if a failure occurs in the aircraft, you have to answer the audits that they made about the failures that occur in the aircraft.
Great, excellent. Thank you so much. That's it. We finish with this one. Later on, you will see what are the areas to improve and how we did this time, okay? Thank you so much, Mr. Let's see. Alejandro.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
continue with you. Give me just a moment. Okay, Alejandro, tell me, what did you do last Christmas?
Last Christmas. Well, I passed my last Christmas with my parents, and my son and my daughter and my wife. I remember that we don't know what need to cook, so I remember that we prepare some beacons. This was delicious. After that, before the 12 a.m., we prepared some rockets with my son. I talk with my neighborhood too because I have a lot of time, so doesn't visit. What else? Well, after the 12, honestly, I don't like so much to pass of the 12. I slept very early, so that is my last Christmas, teacher. I remember. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Let's see. What about, let's change the question. Tell me, can you tell me, in a job perspective, what makes you unique?
Sorry, what?
What makes you unique in a job perspective?
I don't, well, in a job
What
you
is
need
something that makes you special? Imagine that in your job, what is something that makes you special?
well, I think that honestly, but I worked in Ironman for 20 years. So the most important in Ironman, I think, is the people. Why? Because a lot of people is loyalty, is passion, is I like the people in Ironman because we have many goals. So every year we try to grow up. So for example, when I started to Ironman, just watch four aircraft, and nowadays we have like 45 aircraft working in the same time in Ironman. So I think the most important is loyalty, respect, and passion.
Okay. Let me ask you.
Okay.
What animal do you think that describes better your personality?
Well, good question. Probably the lion.
Why a lion?
Yeah. No, because honestly, I like to be a leader. So I think the lion has a pression of the people. Is the king, I know, but if I want a born animal, I would like to be a lion.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Later on, we will see what are the areas we need to work on.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Alejandro. Nestor, you are the next one. Okay, thank you, Nestor. So, same question for you. What animal do you think that best describes your personality?
My personality, well, because it has a great presence and is very respectful with the other partners that he has in the in in his group.
Okay. Tell me, how do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
In 5 years, I think, well, I hope with a better position, maybe in the same company, and so if I have the opportunity in other job, maybe in another country, I'm trying. I'm working hard to have the opportunity in other companies with who I have some kind of relationship and some providers of my company. Maybe I have the opportunity. I will have the position with them. In my family with a better lifestyle. I maybe have changed my car or buy a new car, another car, and have a better life for me and for my family.
Excellent. Let's see. Well, just Let me ask you, you said that you would like to improve your family life. So what are your motivations? What motivates you?
My principal or my first motivation are my son, my daughter. They are for who I wake up early every day. They motivate me for be a better person, uh, for work very hard in my current job, and they make me to be a better person with all my family, with all my uh, coworkers, and they teach me to be patient, for don't be hungry for many problems that can happen in my job. And it's the same as I work with with children. I have to be don't have the same knowledge that I have, and that's very important. I have to be very very patient. I have many times. Uh, I have to explain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times the same topic per day, but it it's it's my work. I have to do it. The time that it's necessary is the same as my children. I have to explain they many things for many times, and I have to be patient with they.
Okay, let me ask you, what do you think that is better in order to learn English? Do you think is it better online classes or in classroom classes?
Actually, I think it's better in it's better. Well, I think in our cases is more easy the online classes for the time, but the difference is the time of practice. Many times we can practice, we can have a full practice for different reasons. Someone can be driving or can be walking or can be traveling, returning to home and can't participate and practice or can all the time. I think if we have maybe 4 hours per day in classes, we can have a better we can improve more easy.
Thank you so much, mister. We finished with this one. Later on, you will see the comments and the areas to improve, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, people, let's see. Give me just a second. Now I'll continue with Rolando, then Douglas, then Byron, and at the end, Carlos. We will continue with more people later on. So let's go with Rolando Giovanni. Please, Rolando, help me with your camera.
Hi, teacher and guys. Good evening.
Thank you, mister.
Hi, teacher.
Okay. Rolando, let's start with your presentation. Tell me about yourself, please.
Well, I am kind and respectful, respectful person. I am very quiet. Um, um, I I like to speak and the meet with my friends, my family, and I play soccer in free times, and then my weekend soccer in my weekend, and in the hobbies is I watch TV and watch TV to movies and serials of Netflix.
Tell me about your favorite movie. What's your favorite movie about?
My favorite movies is the Batman, especially the Dark Knight Rise.
Tell me about it. What is it about?
I like the movie is for action. The actor is the Bruce Wayne, the Christopher Nolan is my favorite. The actor is the Joker. Is in this movie. It is my favorite movies. One
And
of the favorite movies.
what is it about? What is the story about?
Well, it's my story is when I was a child, I always my story the movie or my story
The story of the movie.
I'm sorry. Is
Don't worry.
the movie is the Batman is for the justice for the people and to arrest the bad persons. The personality is the defense the city, the Gotham City, Gotham City.
Okay. Tell me, what did you do in your last vacation?
For example, the next vacation was this month. I travel. I go to the beach with co-workers. And on Tuesday and on Friday, I visit to the Cameroon. Is I hope the funny to travel.
Okay. That's it. Thank you so much. We finish with the evaluation. Later on, you will see what are the areas that we need to work on. Okay? Thank you. Thanks to you. Let's see. Douglas. No, it's not Douglas. He says that he wants to. Let's see. I continue with Byron in that case. Byron, you are next.
I was not ready, but yeah, just kidding.
Don't worry, you can do it. Will be easy. Let me ask you. How would you tell your manager that he's making a mistake? How would you tell your boss he's making a mistake?
Oh, well, I will say that even if he's making a mistake, the way I will explain him that he's doing something wrong is on the following way, by explaining him that we have all the time we have areas of opportunity that we can improve. So even if he's a manager, he needs to improve something that might affect the company in the future. So then I will disclose with him which area of opportunity I found for him. So in that way, let's say that I can explain him how we can work together in order to overcome that obstacle, let's say, because I think that that's the main thing on letting someone know that they are making something wrong. It's not just to highlight the mistake they made, but also the possible solution or alternatives we may find in order to help them to improve that area of opportunity. That will be the way how I will explain the situation.
Okay. Great. Let's see. Why do you think that someone should hire you?
Yeah, that's, let's say, a complex question. But I will say that the main reason why will be because I consider that now I got enough knowledge to handle complicated situations without needing someone else support or even like let's say emotional support. Most of the time when we are under pressure during high seasons or when we are having like or getting complicated cases even on our job, by being under that pressure could make us feel like someone that cannot do anything. But then by being able to work under pressure, I consider that nowadays is one of the most important skills we can get in order to be a person who will be, let's say, who will need to be in a company. So that would be the way. If I could say that if someone wants to hire me, it will be because I'm able to work under pressure.
Why do you think that working under pressure, it's a requirement nowadays? Do you think is it good?
I will say that is not good, but we can expect a perfect environment on our jobs. Most of the time, even if we were hired from a great company, we can control all the things. So by being able to work under pressure will allow us to face those complicated situations that we didn't expect in a good way.
Okay. That's it.
I felt that I was on an interview, and I really felt how nervous I am. I went when I
You're
started
nervous.
my first interview was in that way, I will say, because even if I was speaking a couple of things like trying to show how confident I was, then inside of me I was like almost crying, let's say. But yeah, it was good experience. It was a great experience, I will say.
There is a moment that you should, I don't know, you should start like thinking about, well, that's what happens to me when I go to interviews. I think that it's a time to show what I can do here in this company, in the place that I'm applying for. So don't worry, guys. I know that we are going to be, sometimes we are going to be nervous, but that's normal. Don't think that much about it. That helps a lot. You did it good. Actually, better than the previous time. Still, there are some little things we need to work on. Later on, you will see what are those areas to improve, okay?
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Thank you so very much. Let's see. Next one. Who is the next one? Carlos Valencia. Yes. Carlos, are you there? Carlos Valencia. Well, I will continue with Hugo in this case. Hugo, are you there? Let's go with you now. Okay? So, Hugo.
Teacher. Se me trabó la compu.
Hugo, just wait, please. Sorry. Okay, Mister.
Oh, sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
hear you in both places. Así que
Yes.
desconéctese de uno. Please.
Es porque abrí el teléfono para entrar
Okay.
porque se me trabó la compu. Pero
Don't
sí
worry.
puedo esperar, no se preocupe. Gracias.
No, go ahead. You will be the next one, okay?
Yes. Gracias.
Okay. Let's see. Carlos, let's begin with you. Tell me, do you consider yourself a successful person?
Okay, teacher. Okay, that's a good question because honestly, if you ask me that questions about 2 years ago, I would have said no. I am not a successful person because I was in a time of my life that I didn't feel good with myself and what I was doing at the time. However, since then, right now, I cannot say that, okay, I am a successful person. However, I am in the correct path to be the successful person I want to be. So I am in the path. At least that is what I think. And yes, I'm not as successful as I could be, but I'm on the way.
Why do you say that you would like to be a different person? What
Sorry?
are some things you lack?
Oh, I mean, maybe I know it's wrong to do that because sometimes I regret the time it took me to do what I'm doing right now or to feel like I feel right now because I think I could waste time in the past, and I think the things I'm doing right now, which makes me feel good with myself, I I could have started to do it a few years ago, maybe. And since that, I think that yes, it took me more time than expected for me, and I don't like to feel like that, because this is the thing what I this is how it is, right? So I couldn't do it before, but right now I am doing the things. However, to I will have like to do it before, maybe a few years ago.
Okay, excellent. Let's see. What do you think that are your weaknesses?
Okay, I could mention that I have to take notes on things that I have to do, because if I don't take notes, I could forget what I need to do. And also maybe how to or at the moment of organizing my time, I could be better. Um, However, it's uh, it's sometimes it's hard for me to organize my time as good as it could be. Um, I could mention that um, one of my weaknesses. However, I am trying always to improve my weaknesses or work on it. And yeah, that.
Okay, what about your strengths? What do you think that your strengths are?
Okay. I could mention when when a task or an assignment is assigned to me, I'm actually I usually perform a good job. I mean, sometimes I could need help, like a little push or someone to push me or teach me what is need to be done. However, when I learn how to do something, I think that I became good on that. Or at least I can do a good job on the with the tasks or an assignment I could have. But first I need sometimes I need someone to teach me how to do it. But after that, I know I can do a really good job.
Okay. Tell me, what did you learn in this module?
Okay, I will give the classes where we practice pronunciation, because sometimes there is something that we don't focus on the classes, maybe in other modules. Um, However, the pronunciation I think is really important, as well as the grammatic or the listening. And sometimes we left we left aside the pronunciation and we work in something else. So I really liked to work with the pronunciation.
Okay.
Those exercise you mentioned it with the thong, for example. So it was really good and helpful for me.
Thank you so much, mister. That's it. We finish. Later on, you will see what are the areas to work and the score as well. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Well, Hugo says that he got a call. I don't know. Hugo, are you available now? No. Let's see. Ronald.
No.
Okay, Ronald. Let's continue with you.
Okay.
So, please tell me. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Let me see something. In 1 minute, tell me, why should we hire you?
Okay. When I entered to my company, I asked this question to my ex-boss. And he told me that when she saw my answer, she saw that I am a person that liked the order with the answers. And when they did some question, I answer very honestly. And she can see that I am a person that I love the challenge and that I am a person that I think positive, and I try to find to solve some situation about even this situation were bad.
Thank you. Let's see. How would you describe your ideal job?
My ideal job is a job in which you can have a flexible schedule in which you can work from your home, from wherever place. You don't have to have in a specific place, and you can do a flexible schedule. You can start in wherever hour and you can finish in wherever hour. But you have to do the task and you have to do a result. And another is you can have time to your family or your personal time, and you can grow out inside of this company, and you can get a lot of goals that you have. Maybe be inside the company, or if you can get in another company, you can try to do it. I think that is a ideal job.
Okay. Good. Let's see. Tell me about a time that you failed in your job.
Failed. Can you add more information about failed?
Okay, yeah, no problem. Tell me about a time that you fail in your job. What I'm trying to say, a time that you were not able to get something that the company was expecting from you. Probably an assignment they gave you and you couldn't complete it, or something like that.
Oh, okay. In my case or in my job, it's very difficult this because we have to accomplish, we have to did a result. In my job, I don't have a specific schedule. I can start at 7 a.m. and I finish 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. But I have to do the results because I receive requests from the stakeholders or investor, and I have to, if they need a report or some information, I have to get. Then I can't accomplish.
Okay.
I have to get the information.
Good. If you had the opportunity to go back in time, what would you do differently in this job situation you had?
Okay. Personally, in my case, I would like to have studied English before, because in my job I have had the opportunity to grow up inside. For example, I started like a accountant since 10 years ago, and after that I had the promotion of a financial analyst, but I stay here. I can get the promotion for manager because I need to improve my English. Then I know that I have the knowledge, but I don't have the English skill. If I have the opportunity to change these things before in my life, I have done.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Let's see. Thank you, Mr. That's it.
Okay.
Later on, you will see the comments and what to improve in this one. I don't know if Hugo, are you available?
Yes, teacher, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, Hugo, let's begin with you. And the question that I have prepared for you is the following. Can you tell us what are your weaknesses?
My weaknesses. I forgot what is the meaning of weakness. Can you explain, please?
Yeah, the opposite of a weakness is a strength, something that you are really good at. Okay, the weakness will be the opposite.
Okay. I don't know. Let me think about it. Forgot the meaning. I am a few nervous.
Don't worry, I'll tell you. For example, a weakness is something that you have problems dealing with. Personal areas that you have problems. For example, I don't know, you don't like to wake up early. That's a weakness, for example.
Okay, to be honest, like now, usually speak
or talk in public, maybe sometimes I feel nervous, to be honest. Usually in my mind, I can speak I speak English, I speak Spanish, but in public, sometimes it's difficult for me. I think I have to learn in this part because not it's all the time. Sometimes I can, but I think when I am nervous, the things difficult to me.
Okay. What do you think that should be a good way to improve this problem you have?
Okay.
What can you try?
Maybe can be know about the topic that I have to talk. Maybe practice, I think, and I think the important point in this part is know about the topic. I think it's a very important point.
Okay.
This part can help me.
Thank you. How do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
Okay. In 5 years, I hope to have traveled maybe to another country, maybe Germany. I love the culture of Germany. Maybe learn more about the culture of this country. For example, knowing the process of making beer, know about the food, typical food of this country. I hope 5 years to have travel. Also, I hope to have my own business and work hard, very hard, but in my own business. At the moment, I have dream of growing in my own business because I think I dream in this project with my wife.
Okay. Thank you so much. Why Germany?
Sorry?
Why Germany? What do you like about them?
I don't know. I like it. The big culture. I like their landscape and also the typical food. I think it's a very delicious. For example, the other day I saw in Deutsche Welle. I don't know if you know about Deutsche Welle.
Yeah, I know.
I was seeing the people preparing currywurst, and I would like to taste this kind of food. Or for example, I don't know, how do you say in English? Nudillo de cerdo is a typical food at Germany, and
Schnitzel.
Okay.
That's the German word.
And then I consider I love this typical food, but I don't taste it right now. But sometime, someday I hope to taste it.
Thank you so much. Excellent, mister. That's it.
Sorry, teacher, for my nervous.
Don't worry. This is completely normal. So Remember, the number you get, guys, it doesn't mean how much you know. Only that means what you did in that specific moment. So don't worry, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Rene, I continue with you.
Teacher, I am here.
Okay, Mario, you will be the next one, okay?
Thanks.
Okay, let's see. Rene, please tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Rene Paz. I'm 31 years old. I have been working for the last 10 years. The first 8 years, I work on Kimberly-Clark, and the last 2 in Telemóvil, which is called Tigo. I work in logistics operations. I live in Lourdes City, a little bit close to my family, like my relatives' parents. And I also study mechanic engineer at Don Bosco University. I'm here trying to learn a little bit of English. Years ago, I also studied Portuguese. And in the short time, I would like to travel to Europe because I haven't gone there in the last 5 years because of the pandemic. But I'm here and I'm really happy about what I'm doing in my job. I have a short family, my spouse and my little kid who born in the last 2 weeks. So I'm really happy at this moment.
Good, excellent, mister. Thank you so much. Let's see. Question for you. Talking about your last job in Kimberly-Clark or your first job. Why did you quit there?
Well, Kimberly-Clark is a good company, right? And many people ask that question in that moment. Even though I was fine, I mean, with a lot of job, with a lot of activities, I wanted something different, like a new experience, some different culture, try to work in a new company. And that's it. It was a great opportunity to move to Tigo. I didn't have any bad experience at Kimberly-Clark. It was like I wanted to prove to myself that I could work in another company. So that's it.
Good. And another question. What do you think about this? Which one is easier and why? Portuguese or English?
It's easier Portuguese because of a little bit close to Spanish. So there are some words in Portuguese that are the meaning and the sound of the word is a little bit close to Spanish. English is a little bit more difficult than Portuguese. And yeah, I just did like 3 or 4 months in Portuguese and I didn't continue because of that, because I thought it was more easier than English. So I started that language.
Okay. And last question. How do you feel being a new parent, a new father? What's the experience about it?
It's a good experience, right? And in the last 2 weeks, I have been working for somebody else really close to me. I'm not sleeping really well because of the baby. It's a little bit hard at the beginning, but it makes me feel happy to have my spouse with me, working for the baby, to get him the food on time, to sleep well, to be really healthy, hot also. So it's a great experience. I didn't imagine this until you are in the moment of being a father, right? So yeah, it's a good experience.
Thank you so much, mister. That's it. We will, well, I'll send you the information later on the areas to work on, and that's it. Thank you so very much, okay? Let's see. Let's finish today, guys, with Mario. Mario, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I am here.
Okay, Mario, let's begin with your questions. And the first one is this. Can you tell me, can you describe your job? Tell me about your job.
Okay. I am my job is very interesting because I don't make nothing in specific, but I do everything in the same time because I am project manager for environment projects with emphasis in climate change and environmental ecosystem services. And for one side, I am writing and fundraising projects for the donors. And for other side, I implement projects in the field. And so I make workshops, trainings, facilitate groups, and I make active learning, and so I enjoy so much that part of my job.
Okay. What is something that you would like to improve from your job?
Oh, my English is very necessary because in this time, the English is the first tool to improve in my job. Because there are many donors when you need to speak in English with them. So I need to improve my English, and that's it.
Okay. What has been, or can you tell me about a challenge that you have faced at your work and how you dealt with it?
Okay, my work is very politic in sometimes. For example, we have to a tough talk with the government of Nicaragua because they wanted to implement that project in a risk zone. So we need to say no because it's dangerous for the people, for the technicals, and for the government to implement that project. But in the end, the government understand our position and change the territory, the landscape, and some move, and we can we could to implement the project.
Okay. That's it. Thank you so much. We finish with this one. Later on, you will receive the areas to work and what we can do to solve some little things, okay? Thank you so much. People, the ones missing, tomorrow we will pass in the last hour, so please try to be on time. And remember, guys, tomorrow we will have the exam, okay? That's it.
For tomorrow, right?
Yeah, 7.
Okay, we'll finish the class on Tuesday.
We finish tomorrow.
Okay.
So we have the exam tomorrow. Study for that one. Study all the grammar topics and writing topics that we have studied, and that's it, guys. Okay?
Okay.
So thank you so much, people. Have a wonderful night. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You bet, everyone.
Have a good night.
you.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Take care, teacher.
See you
Guys.
tomorrow, guys.